हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone for our Friday evening Bhakti Vriksha program. So, thank you for joining us today. And today I was thinking to discuss something from Srimad Bhagavatam. Rashi Mataji had a desire to discuss stutis from Bhagavatam, start from one stuti and discuss all the different stutis from Srimad Bhagavatam. And we just finished Kartik month, and the last 5 days of Kartik month are celebrated as Bhishma Panchaka. So I thought we'll start with Bhishma Stuti. Okay, so discuss the prayers offered by Bhishma Dev. Okay, hopefully it's okay with everyone. That's Kunti Stuti. First is Kunti Stuti, but we are skipping that. Maybe we'll cover that later. But because the occasion was Bhishma Panchaka, and we thought we'll start with Bhishma Stuti. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणीं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महाविदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतुषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्त राधाकान्तः नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छः कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So what we are going to discuss today, please hear very attentively. Okay, so it's very important, and for the time being everybody can put their phones aside for next 1 hour. Actually I was listening to some talk, and the speaker was saying this phone is like Karan Pishachini. That because the phone is so distractive, we are so distractive, and during this 1 hour also we cannot sit peacefully, and after every few minutes maybe the focus goes on the phone. Is there a new message? Is there a new something? So for next 1 hour or so, please keep your phones aside and focus your attention. And we were discussing yesterday, disconnecting from our yesterday's discussion, and we'll continue from there. So we were discussing yesterday that our consciousness is like water, right? As the water flows naturally towards the downhill, same way our consciousness by default flows downward. We think so many of different things. Our consciousness goes on all those lower thoughts only. If we want to raise the water to a higher level, generally what do we do? In India you may have seen, right? टंकी में पानी चढ़ाना है तो क्या करते हैं? motor chalate, pump chalate hain. So we have to use the pump to raise the water to a higher level. So same way, to lift our consciousness higher, we need a pump, and that pump is the satsang program. So this satsang program acts like a pump to lift our consciousness. And our consciousness goes on so many different things: work, household affairs, children, family, money, some sort of different enjoyments. Chanakya Pandit, in Chanakya Niti, he says some very wonderful statement actually. What does Chanakya Pandit says? He says, Pratra Dhyutam, Pratra Dhyutan Prasangena, Madhyena Istri Prasangena, Ratro Chora Prasangena, Kalu Gachati Dhimatam. The intelligent people should spend their time in the morning talking about gambling, in the afternoon talking about women, in the evening talking about thief. So this is how the intelligent person should spend their time. Now, just hearing this statement, you will say, what is this? Wait a minute. In the morning, think about gambling. Afternoon, think about women. At night, think about thief. Is there something wrong there? Is the speaker saying something wrong? I am listening something wrong. What is the problem here? So Chanakya Pandit actually talks in a very secretive way. What is Chanakya Pandit saying? In the morning, Dhyutam Prasangena. What is that? Actually, Mahabharat. In the morning, one should hear Mahabharat. In Mahabharat, there is a gambling discussion, Yudhishthira's gambling match, and so many lessons to learn. So one should hear Mahabharat in the morning to talk about these lessons, how we should lead our life. Madhyena Istri Prasangena. In the middle of the day, one should hear about woman. Actually, talk about Ramayana. So in the afternoon, one should hear Ramayana. In Ramayana, what is that? Pastime of Mother Sita. Right? It all revolves around Mother Sita, actually, if we see Ramayana. And there are so many things in Ramayana. Now, Bhagavad Gita, we know there is a Chaturshloki Gita. Bhagavatam, there is a Chaturshloki Bhagavatam. Ramayana, there is Ek Shloki Ramayana. Okay. And what is that Ek Shloki Ramayana? In one single shloka, it describes the full Ramayana. What is that? Adho Ram Tapovanadi Gamanam Hatva Mrigam Kanchanam Vedehi Haranam Jatayu Maranam Sugriva Sambhashanam Bali Nigrahanam Samudrataranam Lanka Puri Dahanam Paschat Ravan Kumbhakarna Hananam Etad Idhi Ramayanam. So that is Ramayana. In one shloka, it describes the whole Ramayana. Adho Ram Tapovanadi Gamanam. Lord Ram went to the forest. What happened there? Hatva Mrigam Kanchanam. So he ran behind a golden deer. He killed that golden deer. But what happened? Vedehi Haranam. Sita was kidnapped. After that, Jatayu Maranam. Jatayu sacrificed his life. Sugriva Sambhashanam. Lord Ram is wandering in the forest. He meets Sugriva. There is a discussion between Lord Ram and Sugriva. Bali Nigrahanam. After that, Wali was killed. Samudra Taranam. Hanumanji went across the ocean. Lanka Puri Dahanam. He burned the whole city of Lanka. Paschat Ravan Kumbhakaran Hananam. After that, Lord Ram killed Ravan and Kumbhakaran. Etad Idhi Ramayana. This is Ramayana. So, in one shloka, it describes the whole Ramayana. But it starts from where? Vedehi Haranam. Because of Sita was kidnapped and all these things happened. So it says, Madhyena Istri Prasangena. In the afternoon, one should hear about Ramayana. Ratro Chora Prasangena. At night, one should talk about or hear about the thief. Because people generally are very scared. Raat ko koi chor aa gaya to ghar mein. But we are not talking about some chore coming and stealing your property here. Right? What is Chanakya Pandit saying indirectly? One should hear about Krishna. Krishna is the leader of all the thieves. During Damodar Leela, we were talking about Krishna's pastime of stealing butter. And what is Krishna famous for? Makhanchor Leela. But what else does Krishna steal? Vrajer prasiddham navanita choram gopangananam chudukula choram anek janmarjita papa choram chora garganyam purusham namami. I pay obeisances to the leader of the thieves. Who is that leader of the thieves? Krishna. He is such a wonderful thief. He is famous all around in the Braja for stealing the butter. Brajer prasiddham navanita choram. What else does he steal? He steals the clothes of the gopis. Shri Radhikaya hridasya choram. He steals the heart of Radharani. But what else does Krishna steal? Anek janm arjita papa choram. He steals away the sins which we have accumulated in many, many lifetimes. And Bilvamangal Thakur here sarcastically says, Krishna, you are such a big thief. You steal away everything. People have done so much hard work. After this, so much hard work, they have accumulated so much wealth of sins in so many lifetimes. And what do? You steal away everything. लोगों ने इतनी मेहनत करके कमाया है, उसको तुम चुरा कर ले जाते हो. Now you need to be punished. Because you are a thief, you need to be punished. How the thief is punished? Thief is sent to the jail. And jail is dark, jail is dirty. So, I also want to send you to the jail. What is that jail? So, Vil Mangal Thakur says, you come reside in my heart, which is like the jail. It is very dark because of ignorance. It is very dirty because of all these contamination in my heart, all these lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, illusion. So, it is so dirty. So, you come reside in this jail, which is dark and dirty, and thief is asked to do some work also in the jail. Sometimes they're asked to sweep the jail or break the stones or something. So you are also assigned some task. What is that? You have to clean this jail. So you come in my heart, you reside in this jail, and you please clean this jail. So that is the bhav of a devotee. So he's saying, Krishna, you come reside in my heart and you please purify my heart, which is so dark and dirty. So Chanakya Pandit is indirectly saying how the intelligent person should spend their time. Morning, hearing from Mahabharata. Afternoon, hearing from Ramayana. Evening, hearing from Srimad Bhagavatam. The talks, the pastimes about Krishna. So Chanakya Pandit said that in very indirect way. Actually, the similar verse Vyasadevji also writes. Vyasadevji writes in a very direct way. Vyasadev says, Prabhate Bharatam Vidyad, Ramayanam cha Madhyame, Ratrim Katham Bhagavatim, Brahaspatyam Tatha Nisham. So Vyasadevji has composed in a very direct way. In the morning, one should hear about Mahabharata. In the middle of the day, one should hear about Ramayana. At the night, one should hear about Srimad Bhagavatam. So with that, now today, we are going to talk about Srimad Bhagavatam. Evening time, night time, right? We'll discuss from Srimad Bhagavatam. So this sequence is basically from Mahabharata. One should learn the lesson how to live their life, because throughout the day we are busy in our occupational duties. So one should hear to learn how to engage in our occupational life. And at the towards the end of the day, in the middle of the day, one should hear about Ramayana to learn how to develop different relationships. Okay, in Ramayana, it talks about all different relationships, how to be a ideal husband, ideal son, ideal friend, ideal brother. So all these different relationships. So that's why one should hear about Ramayana to learn about how to lead different relationships. At the evening time, then one should absorb one's consciousness in hearing about the pastimes of the Supreme Lord, Lord Krishna. And that's why Prabhupada also gave that formula, actually, that at night one should read Krishna book. So at night, Krishna book and hot milk. That was Prabhupada formula. So that you read some pastimes of Krishna and drink hot milk, which will give you nice sleep. So it's the milk which will give you night sleep, not the Krishna book. Not that you fall asleep while reading Krishna book. So that was Prabhupada formula also. aligning with this principle here. Um, so in Shrimad Bhagavatam, there are so many wonderful narrations, okay, so many wonderful discussions about the devotees of the Lord, their prayers, how they offered these prayers to the Supreme Lord. So in the first canto of Shrimad Bhagavatam, we have Kunti Stuti, prayers offered by Kunti Devi. Then we have Bhishma Stuti, prayers offered by Bhishma Dev. Then we have prayers offered by Kardama Muni in third canto of Shrimad Bhagavatam. And Dhruva Maharaj prayer, Prahlad Maharaj prayer, Gajendra prayer, Vritrasura prayer, so many Gopi Geet, Rudra Geet, Venu Geet, uh, Brahmar Geet. Then in the 11th canto, we have no the Uddhav Gita and also this Aile Gita. That is the song of the Brahmana. That what is that called? Yeah, so I'm forgetting the name. So there are so many different prayers offered. Yeah, Mataji has the whole list, and so there is a document. Actually, we have a document which lists all these different prayer, which chapter, which canto, which chapter, which verses to which verses are these different prayers. So we'll try to one by one maybe take these different prayers. And today we are starting with Bhishma Stuti. Bhishma Stuti comes in first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, ninth chapter. And in that ninth chapter specifically, there are 11 verses, which is considered as Bhishma Stuti, text 32 to text 42. So 11 verses are Bhishma Stuti. But this whole chapter is about Bhishma Dev's passing away when he is ready to leave his body. So that is the time when Bhishma offers these prayers. So how it starts will maybe start from little bit back, not directly coming to Bhishma Stuti. Now I will not go into the history of Bhishma Dev, starting from his birth and all, that how Bhishma Dev was born and his other different activity, because I'm pretty sure all of you are familiar with Bhishma Dev, right? Who was Bhishma Dev? How Bhishma Dev was born? And all glories to His Grace B.R. Chopra Prabhuji. in Mahabharat serial, he showed all these details. Actually, maybe he has done maybe little bit masala addition to that, but in a decent way he had shown all this detail. So we'll not go into all those details, because if we go into all those details, one session will be just talking about Bhishma's birth and all these things only. But we want to come to the level of Bhishma Stuti directly, so we'll not go into those details. We'll start with when Krishna is ready to leave back to Dwarika after the Mahabharat war is over, after Yudhishthira Maharaj has become the king, and after settling them down in Hastinapur, Lord Krishna want to leave to Dwarika. And first time Krishna tried to leave to Dwarika, Uttara comes running. Pahi pahi mahayogin deva deva jagatpate natvada abhayam pashye yatra mrityu parasparam. So very famous shloka. Uddhava is reciting, रक्षा कीजिए, रक्षा कीजिए, आपके बिना और कौन मृत्यु से बचा सकता है. So Uddhava, this Uttara, Uttara, what did I say? Uddhava, not Uddhava, Uttara. So Uttara comes running, right, for asking for protection, because Ashwatthama has shoot that Brahmastra to kill the child in the womb of Uttara. So that was the first time when Krishna was trying to go back to Dwarika. He was ready to get onto the chariot when she comes running. So Krishna protects Uttara. He saved the child in the womb of Uttara. Krishna enters inside the womb of Uttara, and he is holding Shankh and Chakra and Gada in his hands, and he is whirling this Chakra and Gada. He protects the child in the womb from the Brahmastra, from the heat of the Brahmastra. After saving Uttara and the child, Krishna second time, he put his foot onto the chariot. Kunti Devi comes, holds the hand of Krishna, and Kunti Devi start speaking the prayers. Okay, so Kunti Devi is reciting all these wonderful prayer glorifying Krishna. So that comes as Kunti Stuti. After that, Krishna, as he's ready to leave, now what happens? Now Yudhishthira Maharaj is under lamentation. Krishna was starting for Dwarika. Krishna was thinking, okay, we had breakfast, बाल kar liya. Now we'll leave for Dwarika. Rajbhog Dwarika mein jaake karenge. But after that, so much time has passed now. Right now, it's already time of Rajbhog now. So abhi thodi der baad hi jayenge. So Krishna stops there. Yudhishthira hold the hand of Krishna and take him inside. That okay, you please come. You go later now. It's already lunchtime now. So Krishna comes back, and now as they are sitting inside the palace, Yudhishthira Maharaj is lamenting. Now Yudhishthira start crying. What did we do? We have killed so many innocent people in this war. Akshuni Sana. Akshuni soldiers we have killed just for the greed of getting this kingdom. I have, because of me, because of my greed, because I wanted to get this kingdom, so many people are killed, so many women became widows, so many children became orphan. हमने अपने मामा, चाचा, भाई, भतीजा कितनों का वध कर दिया. It's all because of my greed. Yudhishthira is lamenting now that he thinking himself responsible for all this, whatever destruction has happened. And Yudhishthira says, even if I suffer in hell, Yudhishthira is saying, I have to go to hell for sure for all this killing which has happened. And even if I suffer in hell for millions and millions of years, still my sins cannot be eradicated. That is Yudhishthira's statement. So it comes towards the end of 8th chapter after Kunti Stuti. And Krishna is thinking, see, all this happened. I am here. I left my Dwarika and I am standing by their side all this time. And Yudhishthira is now thinking he has to suffer in hell. Even though I am present here personally, I am in front of him. He thinking he has to suffer in hell. He does not have faith. So Krishna says, I cannot give instruction to Yudhishthira. Why Krishna gives instruction directly? When we have so strong faith, then Krishna directly gives instruction. Like in case of Arjuna, when Arjuna had this bewilderment in the beginning of the war, right? Arjuna was thinking, I don't want to fight. I don't want to kill all my relatives. But at that time, Arjuna, he had so much faith in Krishna. He reposed his faith in Krishna and he took shelter of Krishna. Shishyaste ham shadi mam tvam prapannam. I am a soul surrendered unto you. You please instruct me what is most beneficial for me. So Krishna personally spoke this message of Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. And after Krishna had spoke this Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, what does Arjuna say? Nashta moho smritir labdhava karashye vachanam tava. Now my illusion is gone. My memory has restored. I will do as you say. So Arjuna had this full faith in Krishna, and Krishna personally spoke to Arjuna. And when Arjuna said, Karashye vachanam tava, I will do as you say. Krishna says, are you sure? You will do as I say? Later on, I say something, you will not argue, you will not run away. No, you can test me. Krishna says, okay, I will test you. But my test will come impromptu, not by telling that, okay, now I'm going to test you. I will test you impromptu when the situation comes. And that's how Krishna tested Arjuna in the war. You know, what was the situation? This very day when Arjuna took this vow that I will kill Jayadratha by the time of sunset. If I am not able to kill Jayadratha, I will enter fire. So that day, Arjuna is fighting. In the whole Kaurava army that day, everybody has Arjuna as their target. Everybody is targeting Arjuna. Everybody is thinking Arjuna is my target today. Leave Arjuna for me. So all these great Maharathis on Kaurava side, they are behind Arjuna. They are trying to encounter Arjuna or stop him from reaching towards Jayadratha. And at that time, Krishna stopped the chariot. Krishna says, your horses are very tired. They are very thirsty. They cannot move. And all these army, they are surrounding us from all sides. There is no way I can take them back to give them rest, for them to drink some water, and then bring them back here in the middle of the war. So you have to do something right here. What can I do right here? Shoot your arrow and create a pond here. Take the water out of the earth with your arrow so the horses can drink the water and they can take some rest. Then the horses will move forward. And Arjuna at that time is thinking, all these soldiers, all these warriors are ready to fight with me. They are surrounding me from all sides, attacking, ready to attack on me. And Krishna is saying, create the pond in the middle of this war field to feed the horses. But Arjuna did as Krishna said. Karashye vachanam tava. I will do as you say. So Arjuna shot the arrow, created a pond, brought the water, released the horses from the chariot. Horses drank the water. All that time, Arjuna is standing there on the ground to feed the horses, to bring them back to the chariot. And just imagine at that time, all the opponent army, all these warriors, will they leave Arjuna like that? They will be ready to attack on Arjuna. They will not care, oh, Arjuna is on the ground, he is not on the chariot, or Arjuna is taking care of the horses. They will be ready to attack. But all this time, not a single arrow was shot at Arjuna. What happened? Krishna's arrangement. Krishna, he left his form as Dwarikadhish and he's standing on the chariot, and Tribhanga Lalita, Madan Mohan form, and all the warriors in the Kaurava side, their eyes are wide open looking at the beauty of Krishna. Everybody forgot everything and they are just with mouth open, eyes open, they are staring at Krishna. Until all the horses were taken care, Arjuna put the horses back in the chariot, Arjuna came back on the chariot, and then Krishna sat down and again the war started. So that is the arrangement of Krishna. Krishna says, when somebody has deep faith in me, then I am there to guide them, I am there to protect them. So Krishna gave personal instruction to Arjuna. But now Yudhishthira, he has got this lamentation and he is saying, I have to go to hell. I have to suffer in hell for millions and millions of life. And Krishna thinking, he doesn't have faith in me. That I am here, how can he go to hell? But I cannot guide him, I cannot teach him. Then who will teach him? Then some Hari Bhakta have to come to give guidance. So when we do not have the strong faith, then Krishna doesn't tell us directly. Krishna arranges for his Parshads to come, his Harijana to come. That's why we get the association of devotees. Krishna is arranging the association of devotee for us, who will come and who will guide us. And who is going to guide Yudhishthira? So Krishna tell Yudhishthira that let's all go to Bhishma Pitama. He is waiting. He will guide you. He will tell you what you need to hear. And then Yudhishthira says, yes, he is our elderly. We should go to him. We should take instruction from him. Another reason, what was that? Krishna was younger in age from Yudhishthira. So that is also the factor that Yudhishthira is not having that faith. He is thinking Krishna to be his cousin brother, his maternal cousin, his counselor, his charioteer of Arjuna, their messenger. So that is a different role which Krishna has played. So they are seeing Krishna in that role, not in the role of the Supreme Lord. So Krishna says, let's all go to Bhishma Pitama. And there is another reason why Krishna want to go to Bhishma Pitama. Why? Because Bhishma Pitama is eagerly waiting to see Lord Krishna before he gives up his life. Now, Bhishma Pitama is famous for Ichha Mrityu. Ichha Mrityu. What is the meaning of Ichha Mrityu? You can choose the time and place of your death, right? Especially in what situation you want to die. Now just imagine if you were given that boon, if all of us are given that boon, आपको इच्छा मृत्यु का वरदान है. You can choose the time and circumstances of your death. What will we do? अगर किसी को बोला जाए आपको इच्छा मृत्यु का वरदान है तो क्या करेंगे? Auspicious day. Huh? What? Never use it. बोलेंगे मुझे मरना ही नहीं है, कर लो जो करना है, मुझे मरना ही नहीं है. 100 की आयु होगी, 200 की होगी, मुझे मरना ही नहीं है. And somebody will say, I want to die maybe somewhere in Switzerland. I should have a 5-acre land. In that land, I should have a nice bungalow. Inside the nice bungalow, nice Dunlop bed and all. And on that bed, while sleeping nicely, maybe in that situation, I want to give up my life. तो उसमें भी क्या पूरा बुद्धि लगा लिया. मरने के लिए पहले क्या करना पड़ेगा? भगवान को आपको इतना सब देना पड़ेगा. First give me bungalow in Switzerland and all these opulences, all these facilities, then I want to die. Somebody else who is maybe very foodie person, उसको खाना बहुत पसंद है, वो क्या करेगा? पहले तो मैं थोड़ा साउथ इंडियन खाऊंगा, फिर मैं थोड़ा गुजराती खाऊंगा, फिर मैं थोड़ा बम्बईया स्टाइल खाऊंगा, फिर थोड़ा पंजाबी स्टाइल खाऊंगा. पूरी तरह से जब पूरा भर गया, पूरा तसल्ली हो गया, then maybe I want to die. खाते खाते पूरा तृप्ति करके फिर मरना है. So people will have all these sort of desires. Somebody will say, मुझे कश्मीर की वादियों में, पहाड़ों में कुछ ऐसे उस समय पर अपना प्राण त्यागना है, सब वादियां देखते देखते. How many of us will have that sort of desire that I want to leave my body, I want to give up my body when my consciousness is fully absorbed on Krishna. I want to see Krishna face to face. And having Krishna's form captured in my heart, remembering Krishna, in that situation, I want to leave my body. So Bhishma Pitama, we know his father, Shantanu, he gave this boon to Bhishma Pitama. That I give you this benediction, you can choose your time and situation of your death. मैं तुम्हें इच्छा मृत्यु का वरदान देता हूं. At that time, same time when Shantanu gave this boon, Bhishma closed his eyes and he decided how he wanted to leave his body. Bhishma Pitama closed his eyes, and what was his desire? Srimad Narayan. He will be standing in front of me, Shankh, Chakra, Gada, Padam, holding all these different things in his hands, with nice smile on his face, wearing this yellow garments, nice ornaments. The fragrance from his body is coming, entering into my nostrils. So remembering the Supreme Lord, in that way, I want to leave my body. जब भीष्म पितामह को इच्छा मृत्यु का वरदान मिला, उसी समय उन्होंने ये डिसाइड कर लिया, how I want to leave my body. There is a very famous bhajan describing Bhishma Pitama's desire, and that is basically what devotees should aspire for, right? That is the song which says how we want to give up our body. But that song, that bhajan, is describing Bhishma Pitama's desire. पीताम्बरी कसी हो, होंठों पे कुछ हंसी हो, छवि यह मन में बसी हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले, इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले, गोविंद नाम लेकर फिर प्राण तन से निकले. श्री गंगा जी का तट हो या यमुना कवम सिवट हो, मेरा सांवरा निकट हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले, इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले. What is Bhishma Pitama's desire? पीताम्बरी कसी हो, होंठों पे कुछ हंसी हो, छवि यही मन में बसी हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले. So Bhishma Pitama had this Ichha Mrityu Vardhan. And how I want to leave my body? In this situation, when the Lord is standing in front of me, wearing his yellow garments, wearing his pitambari, with a smile on his face. And I'm seeing the Lord face to face, having that image of the Lord in my heart. So Bhishma Pitama is lying on the bed of arrows, right after the Kurukshetra war. On the 10th day, Bhishma Pitama fell on the bed of arrows. The war continued for 18 days, so another 8 more days. After that, Yudhishthira Maharaj has gone to the Hastinapur after they won the war. He has become the king, and after few days now he is returning back. So it's more than 10 days when Bhishma Pitama is on the bed of arrows. And how many arrows are piercing in the body of Bhishma Pitama? It says there is not one single inch space left. Okay, so many arrows are piercing through the body of Bhishma Pitama. Death personified is standing. जो मृत्यु देवी है वो भीष्म पितामह के सामने हाथ जोड़कर खड़ी है, अभी तो चलो. There is not a single drop of blood left in your body. Please now give up your body and come. And Bhishma Pitama said, no. Until the Lord comes and stand in front of me, I will not leave my body. But how are you going to sustain? There is not single drop of blood left. Bhishma Pitama said, that is your problem now. I don't want to leave this body. मैं अपने प्राण नहीं त्यागूंगा जब तक भगवान सामने आकर खड़े नहीं हो जाएं. Because that was his desire, इच्छा मृत्यु. So if we compare our scenario with Bhishma Pitama, our scenario of sadhana bhakti, we are sitting in a nice house, air conditioned house. In the summer there is cooling, in the winter there is heating. So we are in a very nice facility, nice comfortable environment. Still we are not able to chant the holy name. Still we are not able to remember Krishna. Bhishma Pitama is lying in the open field, right? He is lying in the open field. He is taking this wind, rain, heat, cold, all on his body. But he is constantly remembering Krishna. हमारी स्थिति क्या है? हमारी स्थिति तो बहुत अनुकूल है. भीष्म पितामह की स्थिति क्या थी? बहुत ही प्रतिकूल थी. Still, he is constantly remembering Krishna. Now, we have nice things to eat. We all had nice prasadam. Then we start this program. पहले खिलाते हैं, फिर बाद में कथा सुनाते हैं. So we have nice arrangements, nice prasadam to eat. Bhishma Pitama has not eaten anything for days. All he is doing is just breathing. And maybe Arjuna arranged for some water. When Bhishma Pitama fell on the bed of arrow, Bhishma Pitama said, I am very thirsty. And Arjuna shot the arrow in the ground again to get a stream of water. Actually, the stream of Ganga came out of the earth to quench the thirst of Bhishma Pitama. So what is Bhishma Pitama eating or drinking? He is just inhaling the air and maybe some water. Our situation is even on the days of austerity, we want nice prasadam. Ekadashi day, so many different arrangements we have. Now, we have peaceful place to sit and chant. At home, there is not much disturbance, right? Not much noise or something. Or if you go to temple, you sit nicely, peacefully there, do your japa. Bhishma Pitama, he is lying on the bed of arrows in the war field. The war was continuing after that. There is so much noise of the horses, of the elephants, of all these different soldiers shouting and yelling at each other. And in that noise, Bhishma Pitama is remembering Krishna. He is constantly remembering Krishna. हमारी सिचुएशन में क्या होता है? थोड़ा सा भी नॉइस हो, बच्चे थोड़ा इधर उधर भाग रहे हो, they are making noise, we say it's so much disturbance. So I'm just giving parallels in our situation and Bhishma Pitama's situation. Now, if we get little thorn pierce into our foot or into our hand, what is our situation? Oh, it's so much pain. Till we take this out of the body, we feel miserable, right? We feel uncomfortable. And at that situation, are you able to remember Krishna if there is a thorn in your foot? Bhishma Pitama has so many arrows in his body. So much pain he must be experiencing. And still, Bhishma Pitama, in that situation of that pain, he's still constantly remembering Krishna. So, Bhishma Pitama is remembering Krishna in all these, what do you call, unfavorable situations. And in our favorable situation, also, we are not able to remember. That's why when Bhishma Pitama is remembering Krishna, Krishna is also meditating on Bhishma Pitama. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathay bhajamyaham. It, as you reciprocate to me, as you approach me, the same way I reciprocate with you. So if somebody is constantly remembering Krishna, Krishna is also remembering them. So Bhishma Pitama is remembering Krishna lying on the bed of arrows, and Krishna is now also sitting in the palace of Yudhishthira Maharaj, is remembering Bhishma Pitama. When Yudhishthira started lamenting, and Krishna says, I will take them to Bhishma Pitama. Bhishma Pitama will instruct them. So that is how now Bhishma Pitama, Yudhishthira, all the brothers with full army, everything, they get ready, they put nice clothes, get on their chariots, and they all go towards where Bhishma Pitama is lying on the bed of arrows. Right? Now, some very basic lesson also to understand from this whole pastime or whole situation of Bhishma Pitama is we need to start practicing remembering Krishna from whatever time we get this understanding. We should not postpone it to the retirement age. We should not think bhakti बुढ़ापे में जाकर करेंगे. In the old age we'll do some bhakti. Right now it's my time to enjoy. We should do bhakti in the early age. See, generally, when people have done the job all their life, in the old age they get pension, right? So throughout the life we have done our job. Now you have saved enough for the employer, and the employer is giving you pension at your retirement age because you have worked hard earlier. So now also you are getting paid so that you can maintain your livelihood. And that is how the bhakti is also. If we do bhakti in the early age, if we start to learn to remember Krishna in the old age, when the body becomes invalid, when you are not able to do as much, at that time, even if you are not able to remember Krishna, Krishna is saying, I'm giving you pension now. Because you have remembered me all your life. Now, even if you are not able to do enough, if you are doing less also, that is okay. So that is the kind of analogy of our job and pension versus doing bhakti in the early age, and at the later, when there are so many problems, so many health problems and all, even if you are not able to remember Krishna, Krishna makes arrangement for you to remember him. So Krishna brings all of them to Bhishma Pitama. One external reason is Krishna wants Yudhishthira to take lesson from Bhishma. Second reason is Krishna wants to fulfill the desire of Bhishma Pitama, that at the end of his life, before leaving the body, he wants to see the Lord face to face. So for that purpose, now Krishna bring everybody there. As they come there, Bhishma is lying on the bed of arrows. Still, there is so much luster on Bhishma's face. It describes in Bhagavatam that Bhishma Pitama looks like a angel fallen from the sky, some demigod fallen from the sky. Means describing there is so much glow on the face of Bhishma Pitama. He is on the bed of arrows for more than 10 days, not single drop of blood left in the body. Still, Bhishma Pitama is glowing. Why? That is the glow because of the austerity. Because when somebody remembers Krishna, then they get the illumination. Their face is illuminating, radiating. That radiation is not because of putting some creams and makeup. That is because of the austerities. Now, as everybody comes in front of Bhishma, they all pay obeisances to Bhishma Pitama. And Bhishma Pitama seeing Yudhishthira in front of him, what is the first thing Bhishma Pitama tell Yudhishthira? Aho kashtam aho anyayam yad yuyam dharmanandana jivitum na arhata klishtam vipradharma achyut ashrayah. Aho kashtam aho anyayam. You guys have to face so many calamities. You had to face so much injustice. Aho kashtam aho anyayam. You yad yuyam dharmanandana. You are the son of Dharmaraj. Still you had to face so many calamities and so many injustice. Vipra dharma. You were following the dharma of a Vipra. Now Yudhishthira, is he Vipra? He is a Kshatriya. But what is Bhishma Pitama saying? Vipra dharma. That you followed the dharma of a Vipra. What is the dharma of a Vipra? Forgiveness. Even though so many injustices happened, so many calamities happened, you were very tolerant. You always tolerated and you always forgive other person. So you followed this Vipra dharma, Achyut Ashraya. You were always under the shelter of Achyut Krishna. Still, so many calamities happened in your life that it was like giving up the life after facing so many calamities and so many injustice. How is that possible that in your life so much calamities happen? And on top of that, Yatra Dharma Suto Raja Gada Panirvarko Dharaha Krishno Astari Gandivam Chapam Suhrat Krishnastato Vipat. How is possible that all these calamities can come upon you? You are the son of Dharmaraj. There is Bhima, who is known as Vrakodhara, who holds his gada in his hands. He is so powerful. Arjuna is there holding his Gandiva bow, who can defeat everybody. And on top of that, Krishna personally is present in all situations with you. Still, you all have to face all these calamities. What is Bhishma Pitama actually saying here? That you all had to face all these calamities, but Krishna was there always on your side. So it was not really a calamity for you. विपत्ति के बहाने से भगवान ने अपनी कृपा की संपत्ति आप लोगों को दिया है. So as Kunti Maharani also prays in Kunti Stuti, let there be more and more calamities. Because whenever there is calamity, we get to see you face to face. You are always there to protect us. So is it really Kunti asking for Vipada? Is it really Kunti asking for problems? Kunti is actually asking for presence of Krishna. So Kunti is not asking for Vipatti. Kunti is asking for Sampatti. What is that Sampatti? Association of Krishna, seeing Krishna face to face. So here also Bhishma Pitama is telling Yudhishthira that all these problems, all these calamities came, but Krishna is there always on your side. ये विपत्ति का तो बहाना है. Krishna is showering you his mercy. कृष्णा ने तुम्हें अपनी कृपा की संपत्ति का भागी बनाया है. Now, Yudhishthira, he had to live in the forest for 12 years. Right? उनको जब ये वनवास मिला 12 साल, they had to live in the forest. In the forest, what was the opportunity they had? They always had the association of the sages. They were always hearing Katha. Krishna also visited them so many times during those 12 years. So that was really a benediction. We get to hear Krishna Katha maybe once a week. They were hearing Krishna Katha every day in the forest. So indirectly, that was actually a benediction. So Vipatti is looking externally, it's looking Vipatti, but it's actually Sampatti. So Bhishma Pitama is saying that, okay, externally you have to go through all these calamities, you have to face so much injustice. And that is what people ask this question. Yudhishthira Maharaj, the Pandavas, they had to face so much. They were the great devotees, still they had to face so many problems. If the devotees have to face so many problems, is it worth becoming a devotee then? भक्त बनेंगे तो और ज्यादा problems आएंगी. So actually it's not a problem. Krishna is there personally to help in those situations of problem. So Now Bhishma Pitama says, actually, what could be the reason that all these things happened with you? You are thinking everything is done by me, because Yudhishthira Maharaj was lamenting. That's what he was thinking. Everything happened because of me. I did all that. Now I have to suffer because of all that. So Bhishma Pitama is telling Yudhishthira, you think everything happened because of you. No, it's not that it happened because of you. It happened because of the time factor. Sarvam kala kritam manye bhavatam cha yad priyam sapalo yadvashe loko vayureva ganavali. So everything is under the control of time. Sarvam kala kritam manye. That is my opinion, that everything happened because of the time factor. So ultimately, who controls time? Krishna says, Kalo Asmi, I am time. So ultimately, everything is happening by the will of the Lord. That was the arrangement of the Lord. That's why all this happened. Nobody can understand the plans of the Lord. Everything is moving around in this world in the time factor. Vayu Revaganavali, as the clouds cannot stay in the sky, they are all driven by the air. So, same way in this world, everything moves by the time factor, which is ultimately the will of the Lord. So don't think that you are the doer. Because of you, everything happened. Ultimately, that is the plan of the Lord. Lord has some plan. It's not that you or me. If you think you did everything, actually, if you think Arjuna shot me the arrows and that's why I am on the bed of arrows, it's not because of Arjuna. That is the will of the Lord, that I had to go into this situation. Otherwise, who has the power to put me in this situation? Ultimately, it was all the arrangement of the Lord. So nobody can understand the plan of the Lord. And Yudhishthira think, oh, why I did not understand it earlier? Bhishma Pitama is saying, because nobody can understand the plan of the Lord. Is it really nobody can understand the plan of the Lord? Bhishma Pitama gives some example. There are some people who can understand the plan of the Lord. He gives the example, Lord Shiva, Narada, Kapila, that some great devotees of the Lord, they understand the plan of the Lord. And how can they understand the plan of the Lord? Because they're constantly remembering the Lord, they're constantly glorifying the Lord, they're constantly chanting the name of the Lord. Right? Lord Shiva, he is always remembering the name of the Lord. What is Lord Shiva saying? Tum puni puni din rati, sadar japu arag anati. Parvati Devi tells Shiva that you are day and night you are chanting the name of the Lord. So Lord Shiva is constantly chanting the name of the Lord, so he is able to understand the plan of the Lord. Narada Muni is constantly chanting the name of the Lord. Narada Muni bajaye bina Radhika Ramana Name. Srimad Narayana Narayana Narayana. So Narada Muni is constantly chanting the name of the Lord, and he is able to understand the plan. Kapila Muni, he is the incarnation of the Lord himself. So if we want to understand the plan of the Lord, what do we need to do? To absorb our consciousness in the Supreme Lord. More and more we align our consciousness with the Supreme Lord, then we can start to understand the plan of the Lord. That what is happening in my life, why it is happening. Right? Ultimately, it is Krishna's arrangement. Sarvam kala kritam manye. So, Bhishma Pitama, he is telling Yudhishthira Maharaj, you are thinking you are the doer. Actually, you are not the doer. And then indirectly, Bhishma Pitama is chastising Yudhishthira Maharaj and the Pandavas. Why? Bhishma Pitama tells, you think Krishna, he is standing with you. He is your maternal cousin. He is your friend. He is your well-wisher. He is your counselor. He is your messenger. He is a chariot driver for Arjuna. That's what you are thinking about Krishna. Yam manyase matuleyam priyam mitram suhritamam akaroh sachivam dutam sohardad atha sarathim. So that is what you are thinking about Krishna. That Krishna is my maternal cousin. He is very dear to me. He is my dear friend. He is my well-wisher. Sachiva, he is my counselor. Dutam, he is my messenger. Sarathim, he is Arjuna's chariot driver, Arjuna Sarathi. That is what you are thinking about Krishna. You are mistaking the identity of Krishna. You are lamenting that because everything happened because of you. Ultimately, everything is Krishna's plan. Who is Krishna? Sadeva Devo Bhagwan Pratikshatam Kalevaram Yavad Idam Hinomaya Aham Prasannahas Arunalochanam Ullasat Mukha Ambujo Dhyan Pathas Chaturbhujah. So, Krishna, he is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is standing here, he is appeared in this material world in the Yaduvanshi. You think himself to be one among you, but he is the supreme Lord. And then Bhishma Pitama is requesting Krishna. He's making this prayer to Krishna. What is that? Sadeva Devo Bhagavan Pratikshatam. आप यहाँ पर खड़े होकर अभी मेरी प्रतीक्षा कीजिए. He is telling Krishna, please wait here. Kalevaram yavad idam hinomayaham, until I leave this body. Kalevaram yavad idam, till I leave this body, you please stand here, you please wait for me. And it is like the mind to mind conversation going on between Krishna and Bhishma now. Okay, all these prayers which Bhishma Pitama is offering, it is like heart to heart connection, heart to heart conversation going on. So what is Bhishma Pitama telling Krishna? O Supreme Lord, O personality of Godhead, you please stay and wait here. Pratikshatam, Kalevaram Yadav Yavat Idam Hinomayaham, until I leave this body. Okay, what if you don't leave your body for 10 more years? Do I keep standing here? Yes, please keep standing here till I leave this body. And don't be morose. Don't be sad thinking that I am leaving this body, because see, generally what happens? If you get the news that some of your near and dear one is about to die, in whatever situation you heard the news, you will immediately run in that situation. ऐसा नहीं है कि तैयार हो गए सज धज के जाएंगे उसके बाद कि उसको देखने जा रहे हैं. Will run in whatever situation you are. नाइट सूट पहना है तो नाइट सूट पहन के वैसे ही भागेंगे. And then you will be very morose, sadness on the face. Bhishma Pitama is saying, don't be sad. I want to see you in a particular posture, in particular situation. What is that? Prasannahas arunalochanam ullasat mukham ambujo dhyana patas chaturbhujam. I want to see you standing in front of me with smile on your face. Prasannahas arunalochanam, your eyes red like the sun, the rising sun. Arunalochana ullasat, radiating face. Mukham ambujo, your lotus face should be radiating with smile on your face, eyes reddish like the rising sun. I want to meditate on you in that form. You please stand here in front of me while I give up my body. So again, what is Bhishma Pitama's prayer? इतना तो करना स्वामी जब प्राण तन से निकले, गोविंद नाम लेकर फिर प्राण तन से निकले, पीतांबरी कसी हो, होठों पे एक हंसी हो, छवि यही मन में बसी हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले. So Bhishma Pitama is praying like that, and he is asking Krishna, please stand here till I give up my life, give up my body. And now finally Bhishma Pitama starts to offer his prayers. अभी तक तो क्या था? He is telling Yudhishthira, he is kind of pacifying Yudhishthira, giving him instruction that Krishna is not the ordinary person, and then requesting Krishna, please stay here. Now Krishna is standing here while talking all that. Now the time of Uttarayan has come. Bhishma Pitama is preparing himself now to leave his body. And now finally he looks at Krishna and starts offering his prayer, which is known as Bhishma Stuti. So till now what we covered is background. Okay, now the 11 verses of Bhishma Stuti, I think we'll cover that in the next session. Okay, and I will just recite the first prayer and then we'll end it here. Bhishma Pitama's first prayer, so you can meditate on that prayer. and all the other prayers are subsequent discussions, kind of a heart to heart connection. Krishna is asking something and Bhishma is offering the next prayer. Then Krishna says something in the heart, revealing something in the heart of Bhishma, and Bhishma offers the next prayer. So that is how these prayers flow. Krishna, we will not see any verse in between that Krishna is saying something. It is just heart to heart connection. Krishna is saying something, revealing something in the heart of Bhishma, and Bhishma is making the next prayer. So the first prayer from where this Bhishma Stuti starts, Shri Bhishma Uvacha Iti Matirupkalpita Vitrishna Bhagavati Satvat Pungave Bhibhumni Swasukham Upagate Kvachit Vihartum Prakartim Upayushi Yad Bhava Pravaha. So that is the first prayer which Bhishma Pitama says. Bhishma Pitama says, my intelligence was engaged in so many worldly things, but now my intelligence is purified. I offer my intelligence unto you. Iti matirup kalpitah vitrishna. My intelligence, my mati, which has become purified now, I offer my mati, my intelligence unto you. The Supreme Lord, who is the well-wisher of the devotees. Satvatam Pungavate. And the Supreme Lord, he is self-satisfied, but still he descends down into this material world to give the benefit to the devotees. He wanders around in this material world just to shower his mercy on the devotees, because he is Satvatah Pungave. So that is first prayer from where it starts. Now we'll hear the inner meaning of this prayer and the subsequent prayers which Bhishma Pitama offers. Bhishma Pitama ki jai, Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Any quick question, comment?
तो भीष्मदेव को इतना दर्दनाक मृत्यु क्यों मिला है? He was...
We'll discuss in the next session. Briefly, Krishna is trying to show to the world, no matter how powerful you are, if you are on the side of adharma, you will be destroyed. So through Bhishma Pitama, Krishna want to give this message to the world. Why Bhishma Pitama chose to be on the side of Kaurava? This question also comes. Bhishma Pitama ने कौरवों का साथ क्यों दिया? That is external reason. There is an internal bhav of Bhishma Pitama. So we'll discuss in one of the stuti of Bhishma Pitama. So we'll discuss that bhav also. Okay, anything else? Yes, Mataji. Yes. So Bhishma Pitama left the body in kind of a January, February time frame when the Uttarayana starts in that time. But we are celebrating Bhishma Panchaka now. What it says is the austerities last 5 days, which Bhishma Pitama performed, completely giving up all external consciousness and completely absorbing on the Supreme Lord. The austerity which Bhishma Pitama performed in his last days, if we do those austerities, if we follow the mood of Bhishma Pitama in the last 5 days of Kartika, we can attain the same benefit of Bhishma Pitama. So the last 5 days of Kartika are in honor of Bhishma Pitama, to observe some level of austerity to please the Supreme Lord. So it's not the relation that Bhishma Pitama left during this time. Bhishma Pitama left maybe about 2 to 3 months, 2 months later than this Kurukshetra war, almost. He gave the discourse to Yudhishthira Maharaj for 38 days. Yeah. So when Krishna brought Yudhishthira Maharaj to listen from Bhishma Pitama, this discourse went on for almost 38-40 days. Every morning, everybody will come. Bhishma Pitama will speak on different things, different dharma. In the evening, everybody go take rest. Again, in the morning, they come. So it went on for 38 days. And then Uttarayana time came, and finally, Bhishma Pitama now closed everything and absorbed completely on Krishna. So In Bhagavatam, in one single verse, it is described that Bhishma Pitama spoke on various dharma to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Then it comes directly, now time of Uttarayana came and Bhishma Pitama offered these prayers. In Mahabharat, there is two sections of Mahabharat, okay, Shanti Parva and Anushasan Parva, which is all Yudhishthira, Bhishma's pravachan to Yudhishthira Maharaj. He spoke about Raj Dharma, Istri Dharma, Dan Dharma, Sevak Dharma, Sannyas Dharma, then Bhagavad Dharma, Grahastha Dharma. So he spoke about so many different things, giving the stories for each particular principle. Okay, so giving stories to back up these principles. So it's a full two sections of Mahabharata, Shanti Parva and Anushasan Parva, which is Bhishma Pitama is giving discourse. Just imagine in that situation. Okay. So that's why it is so glorious. Right? Bhishma Pitama is in the pages of Bhagavatam. He is Mahabhagavata. He is one of the 12 Mahajans. So these prayers are very wonderful. If we can learn to sing or recite these prayers, or eventually maybe try to memorize these prayers. And we should also not start thinking that, okay, I should just think that I also have got Ichha Mrityu Vardhan. How I want to give up my life. I need to start preparing myself for that. We prepare ourselves for so many other things, right? बच्चा नहीं हुआ, बच्चे का नाम पहले से सोचना शुरू कर दिया. बच्चे को कौन से स्कूल में पढ़ाएंगे वो सोचना शुरू कर दिया. बच्चे को आगे चल के क्या बनाएंगे उसके बारे में प्लानिंग शुरू कर दिया. शादी किससे करेंगे उसका यू हैव सम measures. लड़की ऐसी होनी चाहिए, लड़का ऐसा होना चाहिए. What occupation I want to do, what type of house I want to make, how much, where I want to go on vacation. So we plan so many different things, but we don't plan how I want to leave this body. So this particular bhajan, it gives that kind of a mood that we should also start thinking, Lord Krishna, please make this arrangement for me. Please fulfill this wish, this desire that आपका नाम लेते लेते ये शरीर छूटे, आपका दर्शन करते करते ये शरीर छूटे. Okay, thank you. Okay, Hare Krishna. No.